America's best-selling trucks for 49 years and counting. And Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
Get 3.9% APR for 72 months plus $3,250 bonus cash on F-150. See your best in Oklahoma Ford dealer. Proud truck partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
First Bank, friendly faces and trusted banking since 1907.
From your local news authority, local, in-depth, community. You're watching KFDX 3 News at 10, home of Super Bowl 60 and the 2026 Winter Olympics.
Well, thanks for staying up with us. I'm Dylan Jimenez. An Iowa Park teen is getting ready to take a big leap onto one of the world's biggest stages, Broadway. Annie Young sat down with her. So, Annie, what can you share about this dream come true?
Thank you so much, Dylan. This opportunity came together fast, but the work behind it did not. Adeline Marquardt spent years training, rehearsing, and pushing herself in the studio. Now her preparation is to head to Broadway. For most teenagers, after school means homework or hanging out with friends. But for Iowa Park's Adeline Marquardt, it's meant many days and hours of practice.
6 days a week, usually from an hour and a half to 4 hours a day.
Dedication caught up with Adeline when a Broadway audition opened.
My dad saw the audition, and it was a very last-minute decision, and I just kind of did it.
And weeks later, the answer arrived.
They sent me an email, and I saw it when I got to my grandparents' house after school, and I walked in, and my family was there, and they all surprised me. And
Adeline was casted in Jane Eyre, the musical, performing in the choir, a milestone that still feels surreal.
I still don't really think that it has come over to me.
Those that have trained her say the talent was clear early on.
Adeline just gets it. She has this way about her of understanding the music, understanding the emotion behind dance. She can tell a story with her face, with her body, and I see a true performer in her. I mean, Adeline is the typical triple threat.
Now, as Adeline prepares to take the stage, her journey is already inspiring others back home.
Be able to be recognized and to have that opportunity, I think it gives so many more kids and teens her age that can look at that and go, oh my gosh, if she can do it, then there's an opportunity for me in that as well.
From Iowa Park to Broadway, Adeline's next chapter is just beginning, proving dedication, passion, and a little courage can take you a long way. Adeline is set to perform in Jane Eyre, the musical, on Broadway on February 15th. She will travel to New York in the upcoming weeks to prepare to step onto that stage, representing Iowa Park and Texoma along the way.
The Big Apple and the big stage, man, that's such an awesome chance that she's gotten right there. So cool. Congratulations to her. We're looking forward to seeing her represent Texoma. Annie, thank you so much for bringing us that story. Now let's check in with John Cameron for a look at the weather. And John, a nice day today, and what are we looking at for the rest of the week?
Boy, it's really nothing but good news in the 7-day forecast. We've been awaiting warmer temperatures, and tomorrow will actually be an improvement over today. We'll have a light southwest breeze to start our Monday, but those southwest winds will pick up a little bit, especially into the midday and afternoon hours. Could have some gusty winds by early afternoon, but with southwest winds, temperatures will jump considerably. It'll be our first taste of the 60s in, over 2 weeks. We'll start the day cool, as we should, in early February with temperatures in the low 30s. We're mid to upper 50s by noon, and then we get awfully close to the 70-degree mark despite some cloud cover tomorrow afternoon. So a breezy and a warm Monday, and in the 7-day forecast, we've got, for the most part, above average high temperatures. We'll talk about what could be a slight chance of rain middle of the week, plus more from the 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit, Dylan.
All right, John, we'll talk to you in a few minutes. Thank you. Looking across the nation, new SNAP work requirements go into effect today for those on the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. The new changes were made as a result of the 2025 Big Beautiful Bill signed into law by President Trump last July 4th. The changes include new work requirements, which state adults 18 to 64 without dependents under 14 must be working in SNAP programs or volunteering for at least 80 hours per month. The Congressional Budget Office estimates 1.1 million people will lose SNAP benefits between 2025 and 2034, including 800,000 able-bodied adults with no dependents and 300,000 parents up to age 64 with children 14 or older. Nonprofit organization Hunger Free America says some populations of adults may have difficulty getting jobs and providing documentation that they are meeting work requirements. Supporters of work requirements say they are necessary to prevent waste, fraud, and abuse. As a reminder, tomorrow is the last day to register to vote for the March primary election. Texans will decide the Democratic and Republican nominees for important races like U.S. Senator, Governor, and Attorney General. In recent history, Texans have not showed up to vote in March, with only 18% showing up in the 2024 primary. But the recent spotlight on immigration enforcement in Minnesota could change that. Both state political parties say the issue could increase voter engagement. Early voting starts February 17th. The joint primary election is set for March 3rd. If you want to check the status of your voter registration or need to update your address, visit votetexas.gov. But back here at home, Wichita Falls City Councilors will host 4 public hearings this coming Tuesday. One of them involves developers trying to build a data center. Councilors will consider rezoning about 98 acres of land near I-44 and Airport Drive intersection. The Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval of the ordinance back on January 14th. At that meeting, Development Service Director Fabian Medellin told the board the developer is looking to build 9 buildings. Each will be 2 stories, about 150,000 square feet, totaling about 1,350,000 square feet. No timeline for development has been given, and you can head out to the meeting and talk about this and other items this Tuesday morning at 8:30 inside the seminar room of the Impact. Looking ahead at events coming up this week, get ready to save your appetite for a day of good food and good times with one local veteran group. This upcoming Friday and Saturday, Thomas Fowler American Legion Post 169 will host its 7th annual barbecue cook-off, bringing some of the best cooks in the region to Wichita Falls. Winners will not only get bragging rights, but also a cash prize. Registration begins on Friday afternoon at 4, along with an apple cobbler cook-off and a steak cook-off. Then on Saturday, beginning the day with a free breakfast from 7 to 9, followed by lots of cooking with beans, chicken, pork, spare ribs, and brisket before the awards presentation at 4. Also coming up this Saturday is MSU's championship parade for the men's soccer team. The community event was rescheduled for this upcoming Saturday at 2 that afternoon. The parade will start at Sykes Center Mall and end on campus at Stang Park. When the parade ends, Stang Park will transform into a fun zone complete with food trucks, giveaways, autographs, and a photo opportunity with the national championship trophy. For a full look at the parade route, click inside the story on TexasHomepage.com. We'll stick around. John's full forecast is coming up next. Later, MJ Barry is bringing us all things local sports, including your favorite, the top 10 plays of the week. We'll be right back.
You're watching KFDX 3 News at 10 with Dylan Jimenez, weather with John Cameron, and sports with MJ Baird. Closed captioning on KFDX is sponsored by Hamilton Bryan, Furniture and Appliance. This year's KFDX and Texoma's Fox Bridal Market really took the cake. Thanks to all of our vendors and guests for making everything so special. Congratulations to all our engaged couples. And if you're getting married in 2027, we'll be back next year.
It's a great time to buy at the Ford House. The new 26 Ford models are rolling in. We need to move them out. Plus, we have final closeouts on the remaining 2025 that they must go. Get a 2026 F-250 Super Duty XLT 4x4 for $6,000 off. Or get a closeout.
Fences, and that's the ultimate school choice in Texas. And he's been fighting for it for years.
Re-elect Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. I am giving him my complete and total endorsement.
Weather on KFDX is brought to you by State Farm auto expert Matt Patterson. State Farm, insuring 1 in every 5 cars in the U.S.
Now, from KFDX 3, Texoma's Weather Authority, John Cameron.
John, remember a while back we talked about, how this weather, you said it was called wrap and peel, because that's what we're kind of looking at, this coming week?
Yeah, probably start the day tomorrow with a jacket, maybe a coat, but you're not gonna need it for very long. It's a great thing about tonight is tonight will be our first night in, I think, about 12 nights that we're not going to drop below freezing. There might be one exception, that would be southwest Oklahoma, but it looks like it's going to be mid-30s over much of North Texas overnight tonight for our morning lows. And then it's possible that places like Altus and Lawton could briefly dip below freezing around sunrise on Monday morning, but all in all, these are the temperatures we have been waiting for. And of the next 7 days, we only have one morning low temperature. That would be Thursday morning, where temperatures may dip again below freezing. But nothing freezing in the forecast, that's for sure. A lot of wind, though. We've got gusty southwest winds tomorrow that we'll see the benefit of those in the temperatures here in just a little bit. But it looks like we don't really get a significant break in the winds until maybe Friday. I don't put a lot of faith in a specific wind forecast 5 days out, but yeah, looks like a pretty breezy, windy week coming. Our high of 57, very average for this time of the year, but our low of 15 is 16 degrees below average, and it kind of occupies that midway point between our average low of 31 and our record low of 1 below. All is quiet across the southern plains tonight, and we will see clouds increase tomorrow. The futurecast suggests maybe partly to mostly cloudy skies, but I think these will be rather thin clouds that won't really obscure the sun, just kind of cast a veil over the sun. And then we clear out overnight into Tuesday morning. We're mostly sunny for Tuesday. And then the futurecast tries to bring some showers into the region overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. I'm not quite prepared to put a chance of rain on the 7-day just yet, but we'll keep an eye out for any model trends that suggest perhaps we do add a slight chance for rain for Wednesday. For tonight, no freeze with the exception of maybe Altus and Lawton southwest winds 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, even warmer than today. Under partly cloudy skies with that southwest breeze, we climb to the mid and upper 60s tomorrow afternoon. And if you like that, there's plenty more where that came from. We'll have some cold mornings, but some really nice afternoons. Temperatures tumble a little bit middle of the week, but then look at this, returning to the upper 60s, maybe 70 degrees by next weekend.
Get your tickets now for the always entertaining Dancing for the Stars. You'll enjoy dinner, drinks, and dancers working to give you an evening you won't forget as they compete to win the coveted Mirror Ball Trophy, all to benefit Big Brothers Big Sisters. You won't want to miss this year's theme, Hearts and Horseshoes. For tickets, contact Big Brothers Big Sisters or visit horseshoes.givesmart.com. Seats are going fast. Help change a child's life by supporting Big Brothers Big Sisters Friday, February 13th at Dancing for the Stars.
I didn't realize there was another way, or that it could be better.
Before I met Dr. Green, I covered up my smile. I was embarrassed to smile.
It affected my social life because I didn't want to go out to eat because I really couldn't eat. I mean, we'd go to the steakhouse. I couldn't chew a steak.
My mission is to provide a place where people can come when maybe nobody else can help them and to give them their life back.
For more information on how we can change your life, visit us online today.
Welcome to Tri-Key Auto Ranch, your go-to for powerful rides and real value. Check out our 2022 Dodge Charger Scat Pack, a heavy-duty Ford F-450, rugged Silverados, and a spacious Ford Expedition Max. We're on a working horse and cattle ranch in Bellevue. We have strong family values, and our focus is on getting you behind the wheel at a better price than you'll find anywhere else. Come see what a real deal looks like.
Hey, I'm Tyler Terry. Come by and see me at Tri-Key Auto Ranch today.
It's a big idea. You've always wanted to own your own business or take your current business to the next level. 6 optional IDEA WF orientation seminars are ready for you to attend. IDEA WF has awarded almost $800,000 in cash and prizes to local entrepreneurs. Attend a free orientation. Dates and times, IdeaWF.com. 6 free orientations. Pick one today.
Sir, can you help me with strollers and car seats?
Well, I normally just stock socks, but sure.
At Store Planning Kids 2, we're not the other guy. We're your baby gear central. Store Plan has the best selections of car seats and strollers. So many choices to choose from. We help you make the safest and right choice for your child. And we can also sell you socks. Store Plan Safety and Kids, that's us.
Now, sports with MJ Baird from the OSTC Sports Desk, your complete orthopedic team.
Tomorrow's going to be a busy morning for Texas high school football coaches and athletic directors. UIL realignment happening across the state. Which takes place every 2 years as schools move up and down based on enrollment, right? Hectic. That would be an understatement when describing the scene. As soon as that clock strikes 9, boxes are unopened, packets are handed out, coaches flip through the pages, and inevitably they start picking up the phone. That's because it's when everyone finds out where they slot in. Not only classification and division, but more importantly, the districts become set for the next 2 seasons. Teams can then build their schedules, find out who's playing who, where, and when. Many of our local programs gather over at Region 9 here in Wichita Falls, and that's where we'll be bringing you the latest in Texoma sports news. Some things to look out for as far as football goes. Iowa Park is moving up. The Hawks jumping to 4A Division 2. They'll be one of the smallest 4As in the state. They could be in a district with Graham and Burke Burnett. Olney and Nocona could very well be on an island once again, and by that we just mean they would be the only Texoma team in their respective football districts. That is possible for Quanah too, although the hope is that the Indians get pulled east, joining our other local 2A D2 programs. All that and so much more revealed tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Now for the latest in Midwestern State athletics, it's time for MSU in Review. 2 games this week for the men's basketball program. On Thursday, the Mustangs, they went to Lawton, battled the Cameron Aggies, and it was a double overtime thriller. The Mustangs victorious 86-79. Then at home on Saturday, you can call it a winning streak. It's 2 in a row as beat Oklahoma Christian 73-68. This is the first time the Maroon and Gold have strung together back-to-back wins since the first week of December. The Mustangs finally getting off the schneid, improving their record to 7-11 overall, 5-6 in the Lone Star Conference. That's good for 9th place. Remember, the top 8 teams make the conference postseason tournament, so Midwestern on the outside looking in by just 1 game. As for the women's team, they split the 2 games this week, beating Cameron on the road and then dropping the home match up with Oklahoma Christian. The Mustangs are up the bus right now. No way around it. They sport a 5-12 overall record, 2-9 in the Lone Star Conference, having lost 6 of their last 7 games. At the halfway point of the conference schedule, Midwestern State sits 14th out of 17 teams. The next home game for the basketball programs, Thursday, February the 12th, hosting Texas A&M International at D.L. Lincoln Coliseum. The women tip at 5:30 with the men to follow. The tennis programs, well, they were scheduled to open their season at home over the weekend, but the cold weather did not allow for it. Instead, the Mustangs, well, they have to wait till next week, and a road trip to Kansas on the schedule. 2 matches in 2 days for both the men's and the women's teams, kicking off the 2026 season. If you missed either of our season preview stories, you can find them over on our website under the sports tab. Last but not least, track and a big honor for junior Jesse Keith, earning Lone Star Conference Women's Track Athlete of the Week. That's after 3 podium finishes in the most recent meet, highlighted by a top 20 time this season in all of Division II in the 400-meter run. Now, this might be hard to believe, but Keith is the first track and field athlete in school history to earn a weekly honor from the Lone Star Conference. All right, it is time for a quick break, but when we come back, the best of the last 7 days in Texoma sports, top 10 plays of the week. Next.
Have you tried the Pecan Shed Fudge Fondue dipping cups yet? They're so easy, they're fun. Just 4 simple steps. Heat, stir, dip, let sit. Oh yeah, one last step. Enjoy.
Elevate your standard of surgical care at Momentum Specialty Surgery Center. It's our mission to provide exceptional care and treatment options using state-of-the-art technology. For more information, visit MomentumSpecialtySurgery.com.
Americans all across this country just want to know what's going on because things are moving so fast.
6 days a week.
This is, I think, the secret sauce for the health. it's accessible. It's not in an ivory tower.
America turns to the Hill on News Nation.
When you have the Hill has something on this, and they do.
The latest from Washington.
You don't want it from this team or that side. What the Hill does is provide nonpartisan coverage and fairness.
The Hill with Blake Berman and The Hill Sunday with Chris Steyerwald on News Nation.
Midtown Manor on Burnett Street offers safe, affordable housing for folks 62 or older, and for those 18 years or older who are disabled. 1 or 2 bedroom units are available. Each unit has its own individually controlled heat and air conditioning, and a wide range of renovated amenities and upgraded security features. Rent is income-based. Call 767-1533 today for current vacancies and to see if you qualify. Midtown Manor on Burnett Street.
Don't we all need a space we love? We'll make your design dreams a reality today during the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Save big on sofas and sectionals, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. And the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last, plus 60 months, no interest. Shop the comfort, the style, the selection, the savings during the President's Day Super Sale on now at Furniture Row.
KFDX 3 News, your local news authority. Now, sports from the OSPC Sports Desk, your complete orthopedic team.
Kind of a crazy week. Winter storm, no school, postponed games, rescheduled games, so on and so forth. But still plenty of great action from late in the week, making our top 10 plays of the week segments a go. Let's line them up and count them down. We start with MSU women's basketball. Carissa Cortez proving point guards are the best passers. A wonderful assist on the backdoor feed to Kirby Cash. Cortez drawing 3 defenders. Intense route, finding her wide open teammate for the bucket. Number 9, Newcastle boys basketball. Keaton Newlands to Mikey Soy. These two connecting on a backdoor alley feed with the layup. Definitely a drawn-up play. Soy comes to the rim. Newland lobs it on the money. 2 points for the Bobcats. 73-14. Woodson boys back. Austin Bella first. He grabs the defensive rebound and then goes coast to coast. Across a drive and an acrobatic finish. Bella took on multiple defenders and, well, blew by all of them. Gets the scooping layup to go. The Cowboys earning a road district win over Throckmorton, and that right there puts a smile on Bella's face after this bucket. On to play number 7, more Mustang women's basketball. The Lana Choice shows off passing skills with a beautiful feed inside to Beyonce Powell for 2. Choice looks the defenders off with her eyes and then delivers a dime. The bounce pass to a cutting Powell, part of Midwestern's win over Cameron up in Lawton, 92-87. Play number 6, Monday boys basketball. Jarius Williams making his weekly appearance here on Top 10 with, you guessed it, another dunk, right? Hard to see down that end, I know. Williams on the fast break, he sidesteps a defender, rises up, flushes it down. The Moguls winners again, still ranked 6th in the state with the roster to make a deep playoff run. Number 5, D.L. Lincoln Coliseum MSU men's basketball. Terrence Ramirez to DeCannon Wesley for the transition alley-oop. These Mustangs, they love to throw down, and every chance they get, the maroon and gold are flying high. This, the first of 2 MSU dunks on Top 10 this week. The other coming here in just a moment. On to play number 4. This is a 2-for-1 from Holiday Boys. Jason Luke gets a tough floater to fall. Nothing too spectacular to see there, but let's stay with the action. Check it out as the Eagles force a turnover. Luke gets the ball back, and he is going straight to the rack. Spin cycle, toasts the defender. That'll force a timeout every day of the week. Part of Holiday's district win over Vernon, 61-33. Iowa Park girls basketball. Time winding down in the quarter. No problem for Riley Ingers. Bang! The deep three-pointer beats the buzzer. Now this may have been played afternoon time on a Saturday, but I'll tell you what, the banks were open in Iowa Park. Ingersoll buries the triple off the window as the Lady Hawks. They get the top play, but it's the Jacksboro Tigerettes who get the district win. Back to Midwestern State now. Antoine Taylor Fix your pocket, thank you kindly, with a breakaway slam. Taylor fired out rightly slow. The Mustangs going on a 10-0 run, taking control of this game. This steal and dunk, igniting some life into the Coliseum crowd. The Mustangs winners of back-to-back games, looking to keep some momentum after getting off to a slow start this season. In our top play, Henrietta boys basketball. This is the epitome of turning defense into offense. Caden Shaw first patrolling the paint, then getting out ahead on the break and finishing what he started down the other end. Check it out. Shaw rejects this shot, a big left-handed swing. Then it's the Bearcats who corral the loose ball. Outlet pass to Shaw, hits him in stride, 2 steps as he elevates and dunks the rock. A fabulous effort on both ends from the Bearcats senior. Henrietta did end up losing this game to City U, but the Bearcats pulled off an upset of the other state-ranked team in the district, beating Holiday this week in overtime, thanks to plays like that from Caden Shaw and the Bearcats.
MJ's Motivation on KFDX is brought to you by Sports Center.
Let's take a trip down memory lane. 1 year ago, 10 years ago, 50 years ago, doesn't matter. I want you to think about great teachers, great coaches, or great mentors you've had in life. Ask yourself, what did they do that made them so great? I think they probably taught you things. They instructed, they coached, right? But I'd venture to guess they had intangibles as well, like belief. The best leaders, they open doors for others. Physically, yeah, maybe, but at the very least, up here, mentally. They have this special ability to dig up a sense of believing in ourselves, no matter how deep it may live within us. So, just like someone influenced us, who are we teaching? Who are we sharing wisdom with, infusing belief into, and investing time in? Excellence multiplies when we share it with the next person, and we should all be leaders to someone, not for recognition or applause, but to make an impact for that next person in line. We don't need a title, a platform, or even permission. All it takes is belief and the willingness to pass it on. All right, that is going to do it for this look at sports. We'll be right back.
During the President's Day sale at Ashley, you can save up to $1,000 off your entire purchase. Or take advantage of no money down with no interest for 60 months. Plus, get the best price with our price match guarantee. Only at Ashley.
At the River Star Casino, we're raising the bar on excitement with over 600 games, a range of menu options, and a relaxing bar atmosphere. We're perfecting what it means to play like a star. Just off Highway 81 near the Texas-Oklahoma border. Drive in today and discover how the road to rewards leads through the Red River.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and love is in the air. At Lewis Jewelry, we have the perfect gift for her on sale now. Give her the gift that will last forever. From Lewis Jewelry in Iowa Park.
Hey, party people! The Elks Lodge is going back to the 80s, Saturday, February 21st from 7 to 10 p.m. Totally Rad Tunes by Fort Worth, scanned. $20 at the door, kitchen's open, and it's all for the 1105 Children's Fund. Don't be bogus. Be there.
Attention CPAP users with sleep apnea. You may have heard about the importance of cleaning your CPAP mask and supplies regularly, but we can't stress enough the importance of replacing your old CPAP supplies every 90 days to prevent infections and improve your overall health. With Medicare and private insurance, you may qualify to receive regular replacement supplies with free home delivery at little or no out-of-pocket cost. Improve your sleep and take control of your health with new Medicare-covered CPAP supplies every 3 months.
It's Ashley's biggest mattress sale of the year. Shop incredible President's Day deals, like getting a free adjustable base with select mattress purchase, or pay no interest for 72 months on top bedding brands. Going on now at Ashley's Day mattress sale.
Turn up the tunes and stay informed with Town Square Texoma, your ultimate source for music and news in Texoma. Visit us at townsquaretexoma.com.
There's not much in the way of bad news in the forecast. Tomorrow's going to be a fairly breezy day, but it's going to be a southwest wind. That means temperatures are going to be a huge improvement over today. Highs in the upper 60s, and look at this. Not too shabby for the first, 7 days or 8 days of February. Some chilly mornings, but some pretty pleasant afternoons.
Looks like all good news for me, John. Good news for everybody. Well, John, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Have a great week. Enjoy that warm weather. We'll see you back here next weekend. Take care.